Welcome back to Rosie People, where my insanity is your entertainment, and I'm sure that I am going insane from playing this game. So, without any further ado, welcome to the IO book, which is a video game. This has been trying in the best of times, but hopefully y'all can make it through this. It's nice to have a new game to play. Ooh. Alright, let's see what the configure controller. I have to shoot people? Oh boy. Alright, let's just go for it. Turn the volume up. I have a clicker to my TV. Ooh, pretty. Oh, I thought that was a butterfly. No, those were leaves. December 30th, 2018. No clue how to pronounce that, not even gonna try. Oh! Ooh. I think this person's dead. Oh god, I'm seeing that thing again. I can already see it. Hopefully when it gets warmed up, they'll stop doing that line thing. I hate that. I don't know why it does it. What in the world? What are you doing with that? Please tell me it's not a real body. Oh yes, FBI are involved. This is a dead body. Oh my god, I'm at a crime scene. Eight hours later. Suburbs of Boston. I'm guessing it's Massachusetts.
God damn it. What a way to start the new year. At this rate, I'll be dead by Easter.
Oh, lovely.
Quiet down, Agent Jones. You're on the clock.
Quiet down. You have any idea what you've done? I'd be half naked in Havana right now. Soaking up some waves, surrounded by a harem of bikini queens, a mojito in one hand, and a seafood slathered Havana-style pizza in the other. What did I do to deserve this?
Havana, ooh, na, na.
The Regional Bureau Chief merely issued a special order.
Oh. Yeah. How could I forget?
Oh.
Special order to rob me of my well-deserved vacation.
You want
Suck
pizza?
it
I'll buy
up.
you some pizza. You can find that junk anywhere.
Whoa! Hey! Hold on a minute. What did you just say? Pizza is not junk.
How dare you
Pizza
disrespect the
is
pizza?
Sacred food bestowed upon us by God Himself.
I'll
You need to
agree.
apologize right now. This is sheer blasphemy.
Apologize to who? Pizza or God?
You think you're so clever. Maybe if you'd eaten pizza this morning like a decent person, you wouldn't have cut your finger.
I only cut my finger because I couldn't find a left-handed can opener at the hotel. Normally, I would never make such an amateur mistake.
Oh, really? Well, if you want me to get into gear, then just feed me some pizza, okay?
We must act unfaithfully and abandon our ideals again and again.
What
We
does
cannot
that
advance
mean?
from one period of life into another without causing these pains of treachery.
What?
Nietzsche, again, please spare me before my ears start. Ever
Oh,
since
I
the
like
moment you
this.
got here, it's been nothing but
Oh, I
Nietzsche
can move.
quotes.
The worst enemy you can meet will always be yourself.
I said knock it off. I prefer pizza.
Ooh, let's look at this.
Want me to dial the number for you?
Come on, Agent Jones. It's time to get serious. Your 4.5 years of hard work are finally about to pay off. And all you're focused on is this nonsense?
Pretty.
Pizza isn't nonsense.
quiet.
As you wish, Mother. My lips are sealed. Happy now?
Okay, I think we're at the point where he stops talking.
Agent Jones, don't let him take control of the conversation. The moment you let your guard down, he'll strike.
Who is this person we've gone to see? Why you got guns? We're automatically going into a gunfight?
And no red, remember?
Are we automatically going into a gunfight?
It's open. Come on in.
Maybe not. Hope not. This thing's always having a hard enough time tracking a regular screen. Until it gets warmed up. Imagine being in a gunfight. Wow. Okay. I'm taking it it's not regular tobacco.
You have questions for us?
Us? Who is us?
That's why you're here, isn't it?
Who is us? Francis Stark Morgan. Okay. Still trying to figure out who is us. I mean, I understand there's two of us, but you, I only see one. An hour to time to see this one. Wow. Oh my god. Pizza! Pizza!
Mr. Morgan, before we question you, allow me to first read you your rights.
Okay.
Anything you say may be used against you in a court of law. Please keep that in mind as you speak. Do we have permission to film this?
I'm not gonna try to pronounce it. I'm just gonna call her Davis.
Don't worry, my fairy. They're free to do whatever they like.
Fairy? Fairy.
Something wrong, Mr. Morgan?
Fairy!
I'm FBI Special Agent Aaliyah Davis, and this is...
Simon Jones, an analyst from the Boston branch. He's been monitoring us for years now.
You said Ash again.
Oh, hi.
He was your pizza.
Seriously.
A Southern belle and a lonesome loser who can't catch a break. Quite the uncanny duo. We'd be the perfect stars for the latest video game. Isn't that right, my fairy?
I'm laughing at this game.
How many years has it been since someone came to chat with us? Oh, but don't ask me about my fairy. That's a private matter.
It's hard to tell what he's thinking. My eyes can't be deceived.
Really?
If he's hiding something, it'll come out in his face.
The guy looks like a walking corpse. Alright.
Excuse me, Mr. Morgan. But would you please refrain from consuming that while we speak? I'm talking about... Yes.
You'll get in our way and we won't get in yours.
Unfortunately, questioning doesn't work like that. Our data needs to be consistent. Now please, put out that stinking indulgence right this minute.
I like her.
If we say no.
Then I'll put it out myself, using force.
Can't wait. Please be
Whoa,
civil.
whoa, Aaliyah! This is Morgan's house. Besides, it's legal in Massachusetts for individuals to consume cannabis in the comfort of their own homes. And I mean, come on.
It's medicinal.
Exactly.
Okay. Again, use vision. Oh. This is L. Okay. Using it too much. Messy awards and trophies.
You solved many difficult cases utilizing your own unique MO. You've expertly cracked cases that were otherwise thought to be unsolvable.
Is this an FBI agent?
According to our records, after joining the FBI in
Team is an FBI
2002,
agent.
in 2003, you solved the
Sorry.
inside-out flesh skinner case in the suburbs of Pittsburgh. In 2004, the Jeffrey Dahmer wannabe case in Milwaukee, and also the stuffed human collector case in St. Louis that very same year.
Oh, these do
Then-
not sound good.
In 2005, you coincidentally happened to solve the Lise Clarkson murder case while on vacation.
Why does this guy sound like Hercule Poirot?
You went on to solve many other cases after that, all of them seemingly inexplicable. Did you really solve these cases all on your own?
Oh,
There
my
are no
goodness.
records of you using a wide-scale investigative team or working with anyone else.
It was the fairy.
How did you ever accomplish such monumental feats all by yourself?
It was the fairy.
It was all thanks to our talented partner.
Talented partner?
Partner. The FBI files show no record of you ever working with a partner. Do you mean you worked with some sort of unofficial partner or an outside confidant?
Our partner is our partner. We've always worked together.
It's his face is frenetic.
Besides, Bill, you're forgetting one important thing. After the St. Louis case, we stopped by a diner on our way home and caught Thelma and Louise, two highly sought-after fugitives.
I like this guy. Crazy. Alright, so...
Hey, Bill. Why are you dressed so handsomely?
God, this is so good. I'm gonna be laughing
What are
this
you
whole
talking
face
about?
A thick black accessory wrapped around your neck. That's a male necktie. The color black represents confidence and interest in the self, and your decision to wear a male tie symbolizes your declaration of war against a predominantly male society. Or perhaps it's a psychological barrier meant to hide the weakness that dwells deep within your psyche. We admire your bravery.
I thought. I thought you retired from profiling.
Bullseye, huh? You're an easy one to read.
In order to think with society, a man must first gouge out his eyes and cut off his ears. Don't judge a book by its cover. For someone who's supposed to have been one of our best, you've got an awful eye for people. Or did all that smoking kill all your little gray cells?
Okay, Aaliyah, that's enough. She's smart, but she's also more of a shrew than she lets on.
Agent Jones, that's sexual harassment.
You're being a little bit over dramatic.
So, Belle, does that barrier of yours also protect you from violent criminals?
He's more dangerous than I thought. Can't read him. I'll just have to assault him head on with questions then. First I'll try using the files on the table to shake him up.
Right.
Do you remember the homicides that took place in Le Carre, Louisiana in 2005?
We solved that case.
Your report states the following. By coincidence, you encountered a serious incident in a town you visited while on vacation. You then decided to steal the right to investigate from the local law enforcement that took over the case.
You did what?
After several more homicides, you managed to apprehend the perpetrator.
Yes. Yes. Yes, that's exactly what happened. We stole the right to investigate from them, just as you said.
It all started when the body of a 16-year-old girl was discovered. You arrived in Le Carre immediately after that, didn't you?
We just can't seem to keep ourselves away from dead girls.
Question that becomes, are you doing
Did you
killing
really
him?
visit that town just to take a vacation?
We don't know. If you already have the report, then we suggest you read it, Belle. Either way, that case is closed.
Closed. You sure about that?
Uh-oh.
Don't you think this puzzle is still missing some crucial pieces?
Every time she thinks she has a point, she sits
Come
up and
on.
crosses her arms.
No need to beat around the bush with
But
us,
she's
Belle.
not sure she has a point.
They found Lise Clarkson's body.
Ooh, yeah.
It was hidden deep within the Clarkson Food Delivery Services cold storage warehouse.
That's not good.
After 14 years, we finally discovered the body of the very first victim. Do you know what this means? That's why we're here. The first victim in the case he solved, Lise Clarkson. This is a photograph of what she looks like now. How will he react when he sees it?
We're pleased that her body turned up.
Okay.
Deeply pleased.
You claim to have closed this case, but now a lost body suddenly surfaced. Aren't you curious about the details?
Body or not, we already solved that case. Lisa's body, and it certainly has nothing to do with us.
I suspect the body was stored there rather than abandoned, due to the unnatural state it was found in. She was found frozen in a storage unit. Therefore, she looks exactly the same as she did when she disappeared. In fact, she's in such good condition that we can even determine the murder weapon and cause it.
Well,
Really?
good for you.
Even stranger is how unbelievably beautiful she looks. At first glance, few would guess she was a murder victim at all.
Oh
She
boy.
looks more like a piece of art. or a mythological figure from a painting.
This keeps getting better and better.
I don't get it.
Better and better?
Isn't that right, my fairy?
Oh, I guess fairy tale is something.
Corpse as beautiful as a goddess. Sounds just like our story.
That went okay. Now I'm sure that Morgan's hiding, so I may be able to get what I want if we go deeper into the documents. That chessboard looks rather old, and you can't even buy those ivory pieces anymore.
Right. They were banned by the CITES Treaty.
That was made in France in the 1900s. We know it's in bad taste. But the weight of the ivory just feels so good in our hands.
You play chess alone?
Is that a crime?
No. But it's a hard game to enjoy when you're all by yourself.
He's probably just replicating famous games. Or trying to solve problems from a chess workbook. Right, Morgan? I may not look it, but I'm actually a bit of a chess nut myself.
Roasted chestnuts?
When I was in school, I used to pore over every issue of Chess Life, the magazine published by the U.S. Chess Federation.
Well, unfortunately, your guess is completely wrong, Agent Jones. He isn't replicating a famous game, nor is he solving workbook problems. There isn't a single chess book to be found in this apartment. And I didn't find any chess-related websites in his internet history. He was simply playing chess. All of
So, what's wrong with that, Belle?
I don't understand it. How could a single human being seriously play as both sides?
Well,
You just publicly confessed to stealing personal data. Seems like that's a much bigger problem.
didn't get that, did you?
Oh no. Everything was done in a perfectly legal manner.
Really?
We simply happened to intercept a handful of data being sent out from an unknown origin.
Oh, really?
Ooh, now she's really trying to scare us. Did you hear that, my fairy? Serious nightmare fuel.
But still. But we need to move on.
Isn't there someone else you should have talked to before coming to us? Such as...
We were unable to reach Patricia Clarkson. You look surprised. I thought you already knew. After all, you visited Louisiana last week. We assumed you met with her during your time there.
We haven't been to Louisiana. Not in 14 years.
Is that so?
We've been right here in our apartment this entire time. That man is our witness. Aren't you, son?
He didn't even take a single step outside on Christmas Eve. Which means that I didn't get to either.
Are you positive about that? I took the liberty of checking some airline records. Last Friday, the name Billy Bishop was listed on a morning flight out of Boston. This is the fake name you used to use as an agent, isn't it?
A mere coincidence.
Yet that's not all. That evening on the same day, a man with a large scar on his forehead allegedly purchased an '89 Cadillac from a small used car lot in Le Carré. He reportedly said he wanted something old, big, and strong. The owner of the car lot felt it was a strange order, so it stuck him.
Our world is filled with mysteries, and they always have the most bizarre timing.
Incidentally, on the following day, an identical Cadillac was taken to a scrapyard in Trenton, New Jersey.
You can find that type of car anywhere. Isn't that right, my fairy?
got here?
A halfway finished chess game. I think he was playing both. If it was merely for entertainment, it wouldn't be. But I know that every action he takes has its own special purpose.
Let's see here. Okay, so we have a kingside bishop, kingside castle, which is a standard opening round, but the black side, he has bishop and his queen protecting him. Queen could easily be taken if the bait was good enough. The white bishop goes out, the queen takes bishop, but that would be foolish. The queen should just move up. Huh.
Especially now that his remaining time is limited. He didn't so much as twitch when he saw the picture of the boy. He's even tougher than the rumors made him, but I was prepared for that. And if my hunch is right, he's deeply intertwined with this case, far deeper than what my superiors.
Alright.
You may be wondering why we decided to unearth all these old files.
Oh, please tell us.
Everything happens for a reason.
Oh my god, I have to keep pressing.
The moment Lise Clarkson's body was found, we did the best we could to start our own local investigation. But there
Okay.
wasn't much we could actually investigate due to the damage caused by the hurricane.
Then we assume you also questioned everyone who worked in the warehouse.
I'm hoping.
Of course. We questioned all the Clarkson Food Delivery Services employees who staffed the warehouse and its owner. But we still have yet to obtain any key testimonies.
Par for the course with a 14-year-old case, if you ask me.
Not to mention how bad the timing was. Most of the employees were on vacation.
So, you gave up on the investigation and came to see us instead.
No. We came to bug you because.
Remember what happened, my fairy? That warehouse. That man. So incoherent. Such a pain.
Hey, are you talking about the guy who managed the vault where Lisa's body was found? Yeah, I think he started working there in 2005. Remember, Aaliyah? You said he was a pain to deal with, too.
Wait.
A large man, yes? No need to answer. If you don't want to. I'm sure you've already put him under surveillance. Textbook FBI protocol.
Morgan's right. Everything happens for a reason. Even this messy room. Especially when it comes to those strangely tidy spots. They're practically begging me to question them.
Must be where the fairy likes to go.
A stinking indulgence. And a massive DVD collection. You must live a very comfortable life.
We're retired, remember?
Retired in your 40s. I'm envious.
But who doesn't love movies, Belle?
I'm not a fan.
Oh, that won't do. You should dedicate all the free time you have to watching movies. It's practically an unwritten law.
What about playing video games?
Films guide us. Films are filled with every important life lesson there is.
Is that so?
For example, They Live, 1988, directed by John Carpenter. That film taught us a valuable always put on your sunglasses before a fight.
You know, you got a point. Movies teach us about everything we need to know. I learned about the right way to eat frozen pizza from Cobra. It's one of Stallone's best films. Before that, I wouldn't be caught dead trying to eat frozen pizza. I thought it wasn't fit for human consumption. But that film changed my life.
Dude, okay, we get it. You like pizza. Oh my god, no. No one should eat frozen pizza.
Simon, that has nothing to do with the film. You're just talking about pizza.
I don't think he really wants pizza right now. Okay.
Mr. Morgan, I found several spots in this room that look strangely clean.
Yeah.
Did you tidy up a bit because you knew we were coming?
Those are sanctuaries. They've existed from the start.
Sanctuaries.
That's right. Sacred places. Hovels for pure souls, if you will.
Were there originally objects in those hovels? Something you didn't want us to see?
The soul's still there. We haven't touched a thing. But we know you can't see anything. Hey, Simon, don't touch the sanctuary.
Sorry.
That's a sanctuary. Don't ever touch it again. You've been watching us for 4.5 years, and you couldn't even figure that much out.
Hey.
My bad. It's my first time actually coming inside, you know.
What is with the milk cartons?
You're earning far more than you deserve, then. What were you doing all day in that black Suburban? We thought wiretapping was your specialty. Don't tell me. Crossword puzzles. What do you think? My very 4.5 years. All that time. What does he have to...
Crossword puzzles? No way. Come on. I thought you knew. I'm a Sudoku guy.
Agent Jones.
Oh, right.
He's completely taken control of the conversation. At this rate, we'll never get anywhere. I need to press him some more.
You know what? I'm wondering something. This is Lemmer talking.
Agent Jones, did you find the files? Mr. Morgan, do you recognize these files?
No!
Whoa! Ow!
He touched the
Told you.
sanctuary!
That's a sanctuary!
He touched the sanctuary!
Let him go! Assaulting an FBI agent is an obstruction
told
of
you.
justice!
We told you! Go! Ah! Stay back! Stay back! Sanctuary! Down! Surrounded! Ah! 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 Yeah.
Mr. Morgan?
Red.
cut my finger with that can opener this morning. I thought I stopped the bleeding, but it seeped through. How could I be so stupid? Everything should be fine now.
One second.
I'm sorry for being so careless. I made sure to read through your file and learn about your condition. Your color red. Such an unusual thing to fear. Please, accept my deepest apologies.
I'm sorry too, Morgan.
The kind of red, but he smokes.
I don't know what I was thinking.
Fire is red.
I'll never touch one of your sanctuaries ever again. And no more red either.
Don't touch one. Again.
Now, may we return to our discussion?
Sure, why not?
Don't worry.
Strangely enough, this man has a fear of the color red. And I believe that fear is connected to the Greenville case.
Good to know. Okay.
This is a very large shredder. Is there something you don't want people finding out about?
Good question. But we never know when some curious civil servants may come and sift through our trash now, do we?
You're already retired. What are you so worried about?
Many things.
It's just a simple habit. From back when we were still on duty. Didn't they bang that into your head when some habits are hard to break, no matter how hard you try?
Could you tell me what exactly the word sanctuary means to you?
They're all triangles.
Sanctuaries are sanctuaries. Nothing more, nothing less.
That doesn't explain anything.
Why do you wish to?
Just curious.
Belle? You're a much ruder person, don't you agree, my fairy? What do our sanctuaries have to do with the investigation? If you're out of questions, then how about just going home?
Hey, mind if I jump in here?
By all means!
We hope you've got a real question for us.
Well, actually, no one's supposed to touch any sanctuary, right?
That's what we
Right.
said.
What about you, though? You can't even touch them yourself? Are there any extenuating...
What are you getting at?
I mean, I doubt if any of this really matters, but if no one can touch the sanctuaries, then how do you clean them?
That's a question.
Mr. Morgan, I'd like to ask you some questions about this case now.
We don't want to remember that town.
I'm sorry, but there's no way around this.
What happened at this
I remember
time?
hearing about this case on the news when I was still a student. A high school girl named Anna Graham was murdered and the FBI stepped in to take over the case. I also remember it becoming a sprawled investigation due to evidence found in the victim's throat.
Ooh.
Is that correct? After that case, you went on sick leave for 2 years. And when you returned, you requested to be switched over to desk work. What happened?
That's a private matter. None of your business, Bill.
Were you traumatized? It's a common problem with prolific agents such as yourself. But there's another possibility that may make more sense. Perhaps you simply finished making preparations.
premonitions.
What are you getting?
Thinking too much about something will always turn it into a problem. The Greenvale case. Don't you think it resembles the Luke Carre case?
Read the report. We have nothing else to say.
I just need one more push. One more thing that can summon up the past. The silver clock in that trash pile. Is that an H5?
That's right. John Harrison's 5th chronometer. Completed in 1770. After many years, he completed it and presented it to the Board of Longitude in order to end their feud with him. That's only a replica, of course.
You like clocks?
Clocks are amazing. Prime fruit of the human race's intellect. We took the invisible idea of time and manifested it in these.
Yeah, I love clocks too. Absolutely fascinating.
I disagree.
Oh? Why?
Time is valuable precisely because it can't be seen. Yet nowadays people can't tell what time it is unless it's measured in numbers. Talk about idiocy. I don't mean to side with the Board of Longitude, but remember, humans used to cross oceans with the stars alone. We have our eyes to read moon charts and study the sky. We don't need clocks.
What if it's cloudy or stormy?
All you need is courage and a love for adventure.
Hear that, my fairy? Courage and a love for adventure? Come on, Belle. Surely you know how many lives have been claimed by your pals' courage and adventure.
Hey,
Sure.
hold on a second here. That Board of Longitude thing. What the heck is that? I mean, I've heard of it before. I'm an FBI analyst, remember? I just
Okay.
can't remember it right now. I know what it is, really. I'm telling the truth. Come on,
I don't
Aaliyah,
believe you.
back me up here. Aaliyah?
Mr. Morgan, please look at this.
What did we just say? We don't want to remember Green.
This isn't a photo from Greenvale. Look closely at it. Former Special Agent Francis Zach Mar-
Oh, that's a pretty tree.
This photograph predates Greenvale. It's from the Luke Carre case you worked on in 2005.
Red tree. Red tree.
Yes, a red tree.
Red oak?
Greenvale wasn't the first place you saw one of these. The Greenvale case and the Lise Clarkson murder case, they're connected by these red trees, aren't they?
Red trees. Both places. Growing.
Answer me. What are these trees?
Red trees.
I want the truth. Tell me everything you know.
The red trees. You really did your homework. Well done, Belle. You're good. Damn good.
This guy's starting to creep me out a little more.
I want to know what went down in Luke Carre in 2005.
Fine. We'll tell you. We'll tell you what happened in that town. Yes, it was that red tree. That red tree ruined my life. It was a sultry summer day. Sun comes down hard on you like a torrential downpour of demonic whispers.
Demonic!
It all started back in that sweltering summer. We still had our best friend with us back then. The other me. better half.
Wait, are we going back in time? Okay, I think we have fixed the problem. We're going to see. Answer.
There you are, Zach.
Okay. Where's Zach? Hi, Zach.
Sleeping again?
Ah, Zach must be his best friend that he was talking about.
Well, rise and shine. It's time for us to head back out into the chaos.
Oh, I love chaos. Yeah, chaos. Okay.
Isn't that right, Zach?
I had to take and shut down my video recorder and bring it back up to see if I can read that line, because I have a feeling that we're about to be doing a lot of the blessing in disguise, moving around, and rather not have that line in the center. I'm hoping that fixed it. Does that bird have a fishing hook?
Zach, it looks like she wants us to join her for breakfast.
This guy has a multiple
Perhaps
case
this town's
personality
finally
disorder.
starting to warm up to us.
He has a multiple case personality disorder. Either that or the bird. His name's Zach. Okay.
Look at that, Zach. She's welcoming us with open arms. She's even willing to share that tasty morsel with us.
Nope.
What an
Nope.
honor.
Either Zach is the pineapple.
Hurry up and chow down, mister. Unless you like your breakfast stale.
What an amazing place. I've been on top of the moon since the moment I got here. And the name of this wonderful town, Macari, sounds like French to me. But what does it mean?
I'm the chef, David. If you want to know about the town, you better ask the concierge. Only amateur chefs flap their gums about stuff that ain't food related.
Okay. Good to know. Whoa. Okay.
Did you hear that, Zach? He's a true professional.
You say something, mister?
Nope.
No, not to you. I was just talking to Zach.
Zach?
Please don't ask me about Zach. It's a private matter.
If you say so, still. Never thought the FBI would ever come out to a little old town like ours.
I do work for the FBI, but I didn't come here for an investigation. I just happened to stop by on my way to New Orleans.
Never thought there'd be a murder out here either. And it was a 16-year-old kid.
So
Now, I
sad.
tell you, this country's seen better days. What you reckon, mister?
Zach, he's definitely a professional, but it seems like he's also a bit lonesome. That's good. Ambivalence exists everywhere.
Folks say the killer used an axe. Hell of an old-fashioned choice if you ask
Hell.
me.
Actually, Chef David, if you don't mind, I'd like to ask you a few questions about the incident.
Well, shoot. I ain't the one you ought to be asking, Mr. FBI. I only heard what I heard. But seeing as you're fixing to grill me, I can tell you what I know.
Okay, tell me.
Please do. I appreciate it.
Okay.
You said the victim was a 16-year-old. Did you know her?
Well, sure. I reckon the whole town did.
Interesting. What kind of person was she?
She's Lise Clarkson, the little grandbaby of the Clarkson family.
The Clarkson family?
I guess they're like the presidential family.
That's right. You ain't seen they sign on your way in here? The one above that huge cold storage complex. Should have had a dragonfly on it. And that's the Clarkson family seat. They own most of the land around here. From the sugar plantations right down to the food processing plant. Yeah, I reckon they got a stake in just about everything. They even own the water tower on the edge of town, you know.
Really?
They're the ones who built up this town, and they still support it.
Wow.
Is the local law enforcement investigating the case?
Shoot, mister, what you think?
Well, if these people own half the town or most of the town, then I'm definitely assuming.
Now, I told you this ain't no city. We in the bonafide boondocks. They got to know how to break up fights and keep folks from killing each other when they piss
Well,
each
they
off.
may not be
They
qualified.
sit down and talk it out with you heart to heart. And when that don't work, they just beat your ass.
Okay.
That's the deep south for you. This murder ain't like that, though. A little kid got killed. A weird way. Like something on a TV show. The sheriff's department ain't never seen nothing like this.
Person, I don't think many people would.
What do you know about the Clarkson's house?
Now, I ain't got nothing bad to say. But I'm gonna talk straight to you. You best steer clear of that place.
Oh.
That family ain't just some gang. They're a whole different kind of beast. They folks with real power. Remnants of the good old boys who shaped America in the early days. Especially the head of the family, P.J. Clarkson. He's the kind of monster who goes around eating other monsters.
Sorry.
And I'm sure he's on edge now with his granddaughter getting murdered and all. So don't go barging in with that shiny FBI badge of yours and think you'll be safe enough.
I would not
Things are
think
different
about
down
it.
here. So if you plan on sticking around, you best remember that.
I see. I'll keep that in mind. Live and Let Die, Angel Heart, and The Pelican Brief, right? 9 out of 10 people will name those titles when you ask them to think of a film set in New Orleans. They're all excellent movies, but to me they lack realism. Due to my line of
I've
work,
not
I have a
seen
tendency
any
to
of
think
them.
deeply about what feels real and what doesn't.
What's your point?
Cat people. That's my point. Cat people. 1982, directed by Paul Schrader. Crowning achievement of Nastasia Kinski, the ultimate muse of the 80s. The most vital element of that movie is the reality it depicts. Leopards who turn into humans have intercourse with humans and turn back into leopards. Then they can only turn back into humans again if they mutilate their lovers.
What the hell kind of movie is that? That is screwed the hell
I
up.
was awestruck by the sheer reality of it all. Understand? I'm talking about hyper-realism.
What? No, no.
After watching it, I felt like I just had to experience the world of cat people for myself. That's why I decided to visit New Orleans.
Okay.
Another vital element of cat people is the presence of Malcolm McDowell. Malcolm McDowell from Blue Thunder. Well, listen carefully, David. Only an amateur would call A Clockwork Orange his best movies are Cat People and Blue Thunder. Period. You need to remember this, because it's the truth.
Whatever you say. So, what's your point again?
Never mind, don't worry about it. I already covered all the important parts.
By the way, Mr. FBI, I ain't seen the car in the parking lot. How'd you get all the way out here, huh? Don't tell me you walked.
Well, that's a very good question. Chef David, you've got a sharp eye. It's true that I didn't park my car in your parking lot. Do you know why?
Can't say I do.
Because it was stolen.
Huh? But you with the FBI, right?
Even FBI cars can be stolen. It could happen after you park your car on the side of the road and go off to do some legwork. When you're eating lunch, when you're watching a movie, when you're asleep at night, when you're buying cigarettes at the local supermarket. Your car can be stolen anywhere. That's precisely what it means to be an FBI agent. In my case, my car was stolen while I was on my way down here. But no need to worry. I already reported it to the local authorities. And I've also already acquired another mode of transportation.
Another mode?
If you say bicycle,
Want to hear the details?
yes.
Not really. But I'll listen if you want me to.
Then please do. After I finished my work in Houston, I flew to New Orleans. Then, whenever I visit the West Coast, I always rent a convertible, especially in California. But now I'm in hot and sticky Louisiana. So, I decided on a brand new hybrid car with a fully equipped air conditioning system.
A hybrid car?
Oh yes, they're marvelous. Vehicles that utterly defy everything you think you know about cars. Now, in the year 2005, it feels like we finally entered the 21st century. Stomp down on the gas all you want. The engine won't make a sound.
It's silent?
At first, I felt like the landscape was moving past me on its own. Give it a few more years, and I'm sure we'll start seeing cars that run purely on electricity.
Something like
Who
that.
knows? In a decade or so, electric sports cars may end up lining the parking lots of Silicon Valley. I can see it now. It's the world of The Last Starfighter, 1984, directed by...
Oh
It's
my
famous for being the first film to utilize realistic CG, but I couldn't care less about that. See, I was mesmerized by the... It even made me wish that I could be one of them myself, especially the Gunstar spacecraft. No other sci-fi movie has ever had...
Okay,
So,
okay.
Where'd your hybrid car get stolen?
Thank you.
Sorry, I got off topic. I noticed it was missing after I finished my lunch and walked out of the diner. Incidentally, this diner was located at the entrance to a small town just south off the... I went out to get back in it, but my hybrid... I remembered exactly where I parked it. Right between a blue pickup truck and a hedgerow. But when I came back from lunch... In short, and in its place, they...
What?
A skateboard.
Alright. Time out. Okay. When I was a kid, we had this Ford F-150, old thing, no tailgate, long bed, no AC, stick shift thing. Okay, this thing was beat up to all hell, and it got stolen one night, and I witnessed it driving off because the person had no clue how to drive a stick shift. But in the place of where our truck was a wheelchair.
A skateboard?
They only were able to drive it like 3 to 4 blocks before they gave up on trying to drive a stick shift. We have no clue why the heck they wanted to steal that truck.
Yes. While I was sliding my lunch into my stomach, someone was busy replacing my brand new hybrid car with a wooden board attached to 4 wheels. Remarkable, don't you think?
So then how did you get here?
By riding the skateboard, obviously. Why do you look so surprised? No, I couldn't ride the board very well at first. But by the time I hit the 3-mile mark, I'd more or less gotten the hang of it. By the 10-mile mark, I'd even learned to do a few tricks. It was a journey of self-discovery. Not even I knew I had this latent talent.
Okay.
When you say it was like something from a TV show, what exactly do you mean?
Hey, mister. About like a kid asking grandma to read him a fairy tale.
I just can't seem to keep myself away from young women who died in bizarre ways.
That's
Well,
not
I
good.
ain't seen it with my own eyes. But folks say they found the body hanging under a bridge on the bayou.
What?
And under that bridge, there was some kind of altar.
An altar?
Like something they use in black magic. Something horrible.
Voodoo?
Nah, Wasn't nothing like that. Just a weird altar.
That's all?
Oh, and the body was all cut up in pieces, scattered around the altar like.
So she was sacrificed.
That's what the fella who discovered her said, yeah.
Bingo, Zach. This case has got our names.
This summer's gonna be another hot one. It's supposed to get over 95 today.
Is that really all the heat you're getting? Because it's already 98 outside during the day here in Florida.
Watch out you don't go get heat stroke.
The Lise Clarkson case needs us, don't you think so, Zach? The cat people are what guided us to... We should be thanking Malcolm McDowell once we get home. Let's watch Blue Thunder again. I'm already looking forward to it. Aren't you, Zach? The searing light. The sense.
This man is crazy.
It's the deep south. That was a fabulous breakfast. You're the world's greatest chef.
Wait, mister. You didn't take a single bite.
The tea was to die for, but I'd prefer coffee next time. What would a morning be without coffee?
This person is not human. They're not. Hey! Sorry. Wow, look at all this stuff. Can I talk to people? No, can't talk to no one. Okay, let's see. I'm walking around in my pajamas. Walking around in my pajamas. So apparently I'm crazy. Everyone else seems to be dressed, but yet we are walking around in PJs. Hoping it's her room, because if we're barging into someone else wearing PJs, it's not a good thing. Okay, it's not the right room. What room am I looking for? Return to your room in case. Look at us run. We look weird. I don't know what part I'm on. Oh boy. I know it did a thing. It did a thing. It kind of showed me where I had to go. But I'm not 100% sure. Oh, mass. Why mass? Okay. Oh, is this it? Yeah. Yorkshire. Well, oh, we're all dressed finally out of PJs. With a red necktie.
Some rouge. We're chasing it all over America. But I feel like we're finally on the verge of finding something now. Don't you, Zach? I think it's about time we ordered a new briefcase. Yes, I know this one carries a lot of memories, but It's seen too much. This hole's from the shootout in Tucson. And Miami. That was a fascinating case. Billy, our perp, cut his own torso right in two. Even with the help of the drugs, a feat like that still requires incredible mental fortitude. I was so impressed that I forgot I'd left my briefcase on the floor. The same floor his blood gushed out onto.
Something's wrong with this man. Something is seriously wrong with this.
I know, Zach, I know. Now isn't the time for a trip down memory lane.
Events, organizations, start.
An emergent drug that's been on the rise in 4 southern states. Personally, I think it originated right here in Louisiana. And these Clarkson's murder must be connected to it somehow.
Okay.
The 16-year-old girl who was murdered.
With an axe?
Her body was found beneath a bridge over the bayou, along with a strange altar.
Well, I would like to see this altar, sort of.
The powerful man who essentially controls the town of Lucari. And he seems to be more fearsome than your average gangster. I doubt he'll be willing to cooperate with any law enforcement, Zach.
Okay. Alright, this is a little bizarre.
I keep thinking about that movie we stopped to see on our way here, Zach.
We saw a movie on the way here. Really?
The Island, 2005, directed by Michael Bay.
I think I
For
know
a movie
one.
being shown at a cinema complex, it was surprisingly artistic. An experimental setting mixed with hard-hitting drama. It was art house sci-fi.
I think I know what
That director's going to change the history of art house films. Are you following me here?
No!
This is another special film that's setting a new standard, just like Star Wars and Blade Runner did.
No,
This is
shut
a turning
up!
point, Zach. You may be witnessing the birth of a vital new word that will soon become yes, this single movie may be responsible for creating a genre known as island movies. Sure.
We're gonna have to fast forward for some of his dialect because he's kind of annoying me a bit. What in the world? How is this not a question point? Why are these question point? But this thing here is not a question point. How is that even possible? That don't make no freaking sense. Okay, that does not make no sense whatsoever. Why that? No question point. But let's look around. Oh, we got something over here. What's over here? I haven't seen this. We know about the. Oh, that's how we save. Okay. Okay. So we call in our saves. Alright, let's open the door. Who's here?
Hey there, Chef. What's cooking?
Chef, what are you talking about, sir? I'm the concierge, David. I just heard from our chef that you wish to learn the meaning behind our town's name.
Yes, I've gathered that Lucari is French, but does it have any special meaning?
Why, yes, sir. Of course it does. A very clear, logical meaning. All names have meaning.
Is it just me?
Would you like to know what this one means?
But I'm starting to think
Yes,
this
I will.
guy's brain
Jolly
has a
good, sir.
malfunction.
Then allow me to explain.
And that he's connecting
Lucari
everyone to like the
means
first
square
person he
in
sees.
French.
I mean,
Ah,
oh my goodness.
and
The
That's it.
square?
that's it?
That's it! The square!
Yes, that's it, sir.
It's a square!
Do take a gander at the town map in the lobby if it fancies you. It's beautiful, valuable, and old.
I'm sure you'll understand once you see it. Now, please excuse me, sir. If you ever need anything, please don't hesitate to ask.
Did you see that, Zach? That was clearly David. Not a twin, not a split personality, just the work of a true professional. It's bizarre, but I can understand it.
Also, I don't
Remember what they
understand why
said.
the bow tie
The job
without
makes
proper
the man.
shirt comes in. Check out map. Trying to see what this game was on sale.
Do you feel that, Zach?
No!
Dozens of paintings no one will
No!
ever see. Faint scent of tobacco baked into these walls
Stop
for over a
talking
century.
to your imaginary
Now that's what I
friend,
call a
please.
hotel.
This is torture.
Zach, can you see him? His fashion sense is beyond me, but he appears to be a gentleman. Perhaps we should talk to him.
How am I gonna make it through this game? He's gonna talk to a painting. He's gonna talk to a painting.
Nice tie. Did you buy it here?
It's been a long time since someone spoke to me. No one these days ever tries to see me.
They can see what's far in the distance, but are blind to what's in front of them. No. Maybe they're only pretending not to see.
Wait a second.
That's what civilized society does to people.
This is going to talk to the spirit world.
Ever since mankind got their hands on civilization, they zoomed away at a
Oh,
frightening speed.
wait a second. He's not talking.
Zoomed away
He's
from
talking
what?
to a ghost.
Don't be a fool. You know the answer. As for me, just call me Hunga.
Hunga. Title given to a leader in a certain religion. Is that what you are?
What in the
Do
world?
you comprehend the oracle?
The Oracle. Put on your religion hat, Zach. Here we go.
Felton maidens, in the shrine of hunger, find the flying serpent in the ambiguous zero. Dance with the flying serpent, and you will glimpse the other world.
10 maidens at an ambiguous 0. Got it. But what do you mean by other world?
Follow the oracle.
Zach, did you hear all that? Looks like we've already taken our first step into chaos. But such is our duty. We need to accept the chaos, let it inside, then carefully dismantle it piece by piece. And after we've put all the pieces back into their rightful places, the truth will reveal itself.
Okay, so
Let's capture
maybe
the truth
Zach
and present
is
it with a shiny pair of
a
silver bracelets. Zach.
ghost that's attached himself to him. So we save. Okay. Where's my skateboard? I must go
Zach,
skate.
why are you in such a hurry? This is the country. We should take our time and enjoy ourselves.
Let me out. Oh, right. The picture. Slam our face right into it.
Zach, this is Lucari. I think I'm finally starting to understand what our concierge was trying to say. You can tell this town was built by a very methodical person. No, wait. Maybe they just didn't care, and that's why it ended up this way. It's just another symbol of mankind's obsession with molding nature to fit our own rules.
Okay. Where?
Zach, what did you think of Hungun's oracle? Despite all the dramatic build-up, it's little more than a childish heartwarming, really. Exactly the kind of feeling one gets from the good old-fashioned countryside. Now let's start by tracking down those 10 maidens. The oracle gave us a place and an act. We need to go to the Shrine of Hunger and fell 10 maidens. Now where in this town can one satiate their hunger? In the hotel and where? In the 10 things that need to be knocked down. Simple, right?
Okay.
The answer is bowling. The shape of the bowling pin was based on the feminine form. The 10 maidens are the 10 pins.
Okay.
But a place where someone can both eat and bowl at the same time. I'm skeptical as to whether we'll be able to find such a place in a backwoods town like this.
I think so. Diner and Lane.
Alexis's Diner and Lane. This is it, Zach. There are even pins and a bowling ball on the sign. I bet we'll be able to eat some Cajun cuisine and bowl there. Maybe even both at the same
I
time.
need gummies.
Nice job, Zach.
I think I'm gonna go get some gummies.
Now to the other oracle.
Don't ask me why obviously I did sour peach rings.
There's no flying serpent on this map. Could it be a contrail or perhaps a dragon? First, let's just figure out where we need. Do you know what the ambiguous 0 represents? 0 is usually treated as a base number, but under what conditions would a base number be ambiguous? The answer is temperature. Yes, 0 degrees Fahrenheit is minus 17.7 degrees Celsius, and 0 degrees Celsius is 32 degrees Fahrenheit. You'd be hard-pressed to find a more ambiguous 0 than that. The question is, does our 0 refer to Celsius or Fahrenheit? Let's think for a moment. We're in Louisiana. Which measurement system do we use here in America?
Fahrenheit?
Food Delivery Services Cold Storage Warehouse. got to be. Even with this blazing sun in the sky, they can easily keep the temperature below freezing. Be honest now, Zach. You knew the answer from the very start, didn't you?
I did. Especially seeing that that's his grandkid got murdered. What, money?
And how about that Hoonga? What a mysterious character. His oracles may end up determining how much time we spend in this town.
Really?
Sorry, boss, but this is a smoke-free hotel. If you're dying of smoke, head out the entrance and you'll find a smoking area in the rear parking lot.
Don't tell me. You're the
At
bell.
your service, boss.
Are you good friends with the concierge and the chef?
We work at the same place, yeah. But, I can't really say whether we're good friends with each other. We're all professionals, though. Nothing more, nothing less.
I believe we've struck gold here, Zach. It just screams deep south, actually. No, it doesn't. This is all his charm. So, if I want to smoke, I should go out the entrance and around to the rear parking lot?
Bada bing, bada boom.
Okay. I'll play by your rules.
Okay. What's over here? What? I'm here for. Oh. Okay. I have no clue what I'm gonna use these for, but preparing what I'm eating now. Well, if you made it through the first chapter, hopefully we'll make it through the second chapter. Oh, for the love of all that's good and holy. Either way, like, subscribe, and share, and leave comments, because honestly, I don't know. I honestly don't know about this game.